Japanese scholar Okakura Kazuzo said, "The art of life lies in constant readjustment to our surroundings." I remember being excited about getting our first car GPS. I was amused and frustrated when, upon taking a different route than the one outlined in the system, the voice would say, "Recalculating, recalculating." Amused that it responded that way, and frustrated when it continued to repeat the phrase. There are many different routes to take in one's life. Some are chosen and some are not of one's choosing. We might be amused at the curves we didn't expect, frustrated with the detour, or angry at the roadblock that wasn't on the planned route. Life, like any trip, requires constant adjustment. In talking with one of my daughters before she left home, I remember many occasions when we discussed upcoming plans, things she was sure would happen in a specific way. I said, "And if that doesn't happen, what's plan B?" Because life doesn't always happen how we envision or want it to. I believe in having a fallback plan when possible and making adjustments when necessary. I watch the extremely tall, stately evergreens outside my home office window, how they sway in the 30 to 40 mile per hour winds. They're not rigid, but flexible, allowing the wind to pass through so they remain rooted, not upended. They wouldn't survive if they remained rigid. Rigidity and stubbornness can often go hand in hand, becoming a lifestyle and a habit. I've always been a stubborn person, even as a little kid. Still, I've learned that flexibility is necessary because change is inevitable. Emotionally adjusting to any of the above-mentioned changes is hard, and managing change that is not of one's choosing is especially hard. I didn't expect to get COVID, despite taking precautions and getting vaccinated and boosted, but I did. People don't expect to get cancer, especially if they did everything right, healthy lifestyle, low stress level. But it happens. People don't expect relationships to change, but they do. When change happens, there's a path through it. Say it out loud. Acknowledge what's happened. Say it to a friend, family member, or counselor. Sometimes it's just enough for someone to hear you. Get the perspective of another with a similar circumstance. How did they manage? Did they make different adjustments? If saying it aloud is too difficult, try writing it down in your journal or on your computer. It can be therapeutic to express it, whether verbally or in writing. Plan the necessary adjustments. Know what adjustments must be made and take control of what will be different. Not everything can be controlled, so control what you can. Identify one positive. Many negatives come with unwanted change, but there is always a positive, which can be really hard to find. It could be something like, "I've learned who I can count on," or "I've discovered what's really important." We don't choose the unpleasant changes that happen, but we can choose responses and make adjustments that help us navigate the road ahead. Whenever I experience another of life's curves, detours, or roadblocks, I still hear that voice in my head, recalculating, recalculating.